Hey y'all, Joe here, Southern Coast of Cooking. I got a huge cook coming at you tomorrow early in the morning. I'm gonna get up bright and early like the Yoder Kingman. Let me show you what I got going here. Maybe you can look down and see some of this stuff, pan around. I've got some ribs. You know, these are spare ribs that I've cut up, shaped them up a little bit, and I've got a big surprise coming for you with them. I've got them rubbed down with some of JB's Hey Boy Rub, Louisiana Cajun recipes, and then Texas Best Heaven Made Products Rib Rub is all on them right there. So great stuff. And also, let me get you up here. I'm gonna show you what else I got. I have got some beef ribs. The other plate of beef ribs that I had, remember last time I did the beef ribs? I've got these wonderful whole beef short ribs. I did those with the Heaven Made Products brisket rub, okay? Texas style brisket rub, Texas Best brisket rub. Also, can't have brisket rub on something without, let's throw another one of those USDA Prime briskets on. I've got a whole packer here, about 14 pounds. There she goes, rubbed down still with that Heaven Made Products brisket rub. So I'm also going to be doing I got some tips, some stuff I cut off those ribs, you know. We'll do those up. Got some chicken going on, got maybe some turkey burgers. It's going to be huge. Y'all just wait. Catch y'all in the morning. Y'all, I am just getting everything started off this morning. We'll go ahead and put the brisket and the beef ribs on. I think that'll be a good place to start. So let's go ahead. Got my Kingman fired up with some Royal Oak and about 4 con logs. So let's see how I want to do this. I'm going to set this beef ribs over here like this. I'm going to set my brisket here just like this, y'all. There we go. Give us plenty of space. And once this stuff roll for right now, I'll give us plenty of ribs to put plenty of room to put the ribs and stuff on later, y'all. It's gonna be really, really good. Alright, y'all, the Kingman's running pretty hot because I got a fresh load of fuel in it and everything. It's running almost 280. So what I'm gonna do, since it is already running hot, I'm gonna go ahead. I put a water pan on a minute ago between the brisket and everything else to kind of buffer some of that heat off there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm gonna put this chicken on. So my wife wants some chicken that I marinated in some of this Vito's. And this here, not only is it good to cook this chicken while I've got some good high heat in here, but this will help to buffer some of the heat from the brisket and the ribs. So that's what I'm doing right now, y'all. Just putting this chicken on here, especially over here on the firebox side, and we'll let this cook here. It's be real good, y'all. Sure. All right, y'all. Here's another thing I get going today. I gotta have some bacon for a recipe here in a little bit. So I got 3 pounds of bacon here on my second shelf for the Kingman. I never used the second shelf, but let's go ahead and make use of it today. Open it up here, and we'll put it in. Hey, what could bacon hurt? Just get some nice drippings on everything. So go ahead and slide that second shelf in right there, y'all. Just bacon everything. Oh yeah. Y'all, I think I spotted a little bit more room on the pit. I've got some rib tips that I want to put on here. I trimmed up those spare ribs last night, and I think we can squeeze these in over here around the brisket and the pork ribs. I mean the pork ribs, the beef ribs and everything. So we'll just kind of lay these rib tips in there. And they'll get some heat on them. Shoot. All right, there we go. Those in there. Alright, y'all, took the chicken off. Now I'm about to put the spare ribs on. Go ahead and let them get some good smoke on them for a little bit. rack in here like this. Okay. Big rack here. Alright. Come on. Get in there. Alright. Let spare ribs get their smoke. Alright, y'all, we're getting close out there. Well, not really close. We're about 150 in the brisket and the beef ribs. What we're going to do now, we're going to make a sauce. Y'all, this is the sauce like I like to use at the competition and everything. Let me show you what I do. Of course, I base my sauces now off of sticky fingers, and the reason I started doing this is because that's what I used when we were in that competition. Did so well. This is their sweet southern heat. All right, for this, and this is what I made up for the comp. All right, you put your sweet southern heat in there, 1 bottle. Now you could double this recipe. I guess you could cut in half if you wanted to as well. So 1 bottle of the sweet southern heat and 1 bottle of their Memphis original. Okay, I like to mix those two, and usually I'm making a pretty good little amount of sauce. So last time I actually used 2 bottles of each, but I'm kind of cutting the recipe down here. Okay, next what you want to do, you want to go in for a sweetness. All right, first one I've got is 1 cup of Southern Coastal honey here at the hive. So you got 1 cup of honey, okay? And then the secondary sweetness, you want different flavors from different things here. Secondary thing you're gonna use for sweetness, you can use 1 of 2 things, or you can use a little of both. I like Mayhaw jelly. It's a really nice jelly we get down south here. It's really sweet. I'll go with a few, let's see, about 1, probably 2 for that. Okay, that's gonna add some complexity to it. All right, so you want that in there. Now, you want about a tablespoon of, this is balsamic vinegar. Actually, that was Worcestershire. You want a tablespoon of that too. I can tell when I poured it. All right, and a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. All right. Next, what I like is definitely want some vinegar. I love vinegar in my sauce. So I'm gonna put about 2.5 or so tablespoons. Actually, we're gonna go a little bit more, about 3 tablespoons of vinegar. Just a second. And this is the Bragg's apple cider vinegar is what you want to use in this case. All right, now we're getting some optional ingredients. And this is the stuff that I like to use. A teaspoon or so of cayenne pepper. All right, adds a little bit of extra heat. Okay, we'll stir that around. Now, here's, next one's come a pretty, kind of a secret ingredient, I guess you could say. And this is what, and this is definitely optional, this next one, but this is what gives your beef, your chicken that lovely color, a little bit of red food coloring, y'all. And this is definitely optional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 good drops, 5 or 6 good drops. And I'm telling you, what that'll do when you spread that sauce on thick, it helps to give that barbecue that nice red sheen, you know, you see in competitions and stuff like that. But anyway, just gonna go ahead and just whisk this up and just let it sit here and simmer on the stove. I'll whisk it just to melt everything together, y'all, and that's about it. Oh, one last thing. I'm sorry, I forgot, sitting over here. You want to take your rub that you're using. You definitely want to do this. Actually, there's 2 things. I want to take a good tablespoon or so. I'm using this Heaven Made Products, the brisket rub here. I'm going to put about 1.5 tablespoons of it. Okay, Heaven Made Products, the brisket rub, because that's going to give it some texture. And then I like some fresh cracked black pepper. Can't believe I almost forgot these 2 things. Yeah, you definitely want to crack some black pepper in here, especially for that brisket and everything. It goes really, really well. We're going to use this on the ribs too, and that sweetness will come in there. But that's good. Now you want to stir that in. Now we're good. We just let this simmer for a while. Last but not least, one more thing you might want to add is a little garlic powder. That never hurts. About a tablespoon or so of that. Just give it a little zest. But let me tell you all this. This sauce can be adjusted. That's the basics of it, but you could add bourbon. You could add more peppers. You could add. You could even add some really finely minced jalapenos if you wanted to, something like that. But anyways, just to give you an idea of the kicked up barbecue sauce. All right, y'all, remember those turkey and black garlic burgers I made the other night? My wife loved them so much, I'm making some more with that little bit of Vito's in there. So I'm gonna load some of those on here on the cooker now. Yeah, look at that. Let's see, where am I gonna put them? I think I'm gonna have to do away with this water pan, y'all. Let me get that out the way somehow. Not burning myself up. Can't have no room for a water pan like that. Let's get that on top of the firebox. Alright, so we're going to load the burgers on in here like this and let them get to cooking, y'all. But we're now to the point where we're going to wrap these spare ribs. I got some honey and what else I got down there? And parquet, squeezed butter stuff. And we'll just put these down like that. You know how we do it. We'll just wrap them up tight. And put them back on. This is going to help them get really, really tender. Alright, y'all, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put some more of this Heaven Made Products, the brisket rub on that beef ribs here. Okay, just a little bit of that rub right on top of the sauce. Oh, yes. It's going to be glorious right there, y'all. Just the perfect crust. Okay, so we got that there going. Then I'm going to actually sauce these little, I don't know if you can see them over here. We got those little rib tips or whatever back over yonder, back behind the ribs. I'm going to throw some sauce on them dudes. If I can get to them. Trying to hide back there. Oh yeah, there's something way back there. Come on. There we go. Get everything nice right there. That's good. But y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and take these beef ribs off. I just think they've had plenty of time, and I'm gonna put them in this full pan here. Oh wow. Y'all got some eggs on there too. I don't know if y'all can see those down toward the bottom. Throw some eggs on there. I ain't never done those. But anyway, we're going to put these gorgeous beef ribs, take them off. I mean, I know they're tender as can be. I'm going to burn myself freaking undo it. Okay, put that right down there, and I'm going to tint that full, y'all. Alright, y'all, just took those ribs out there. We're going to bring them inside and get them unwrapped, and I'm going to show you the next stage what we're going to do. Y'all, so I got the ribs unwrapped, super tender here. Now, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with that sauce, remember, we're using, and we're going to baste these ribs up good. Y'all ain't going to believe where I'm going with this. Well, actually, you might. You've probably seen it in Barbecue Pit Boys, but anyway, I saw this and I was like, I've got to try this recipe. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to get the ribs sauced up like this. With a good, liberal with the sauce. You want plenty of sauce on there for this application. Hey, come on. There's how we'll do it, just like that. Okay. Now that you got your sauce piled on there, remember that bacon I cooked earlier, y'all? Oh, yeah. Freaking put bacon on pork, on ribs. Look at that. Would y'all? Oh, my goodness. This is going to be so awesome. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting. A friend of mine at work, his wife was telling Miss Quita, she said she wanted to try this. She sent me this recipe. I said, I've got to try that. That's awesome. Look at that. Hopefully I'll get them out there. All the bacon, you got to kind of pat it down on there because you want it to stick. It's just going to stick to that sauce basically. That's why we sauced them up so much. Alright, go on this next rack here.
That's in here.
And shoot, I may have to chop some more up here in just a second. Yeah. Alright, got that right there. Yeah, I'm going to chop a little bit more up and get a few more bacon bits, but you get the idea. Alright, y'all, here we go with the bacon covered ribs. We're going to go ahead and put these back on the grill. Oh, man. I can't wait. They look just gorgeous. Let's go ahead and just be real careful because the last thing we want to do is lose any of that bacon. Push that on there. Come on. This one. Oh, yes, sir. That's it right there. Let those bacon ribs just get after it right there. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and pull these ribs. Oh, yeah. See if we can get them off without messing anything up. A pan right there. Look at that. The other one. There we go. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, y'all, the brisket is reading. Whoa, there goes my simple. Brisket's reading about 197. I'm going to go ahead and take it off the cooker. It's tender, you know, it can be. That's what you look for. It wants to be probe tender, you know, with no resistance when you stick the probe in. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and try to get it off here, y'all. Put it down here on the. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can even coax it to come over here. Oh man, it seems like jelly. Let's see here. Pull these probes out of it. I'm gonna go get another tool. Alright, I think I got the right tool for the job now. A drone flying overhead. Somebody trying to get into this brisket. Oh yeah. Like I said, this thing is done. Look at that. That's what we're looking for. Beautiful bark. All that goodness. Clean the grill up here real quick. We'll bring it inside. That's a nice brisket right there. Alright, y'all. There's the brisket. We'll save it for tomorrow. Bring it to work. Looks gorgeous right there. There's those ribs. I tasted a couple of those. They were fantastic, like baking candy. And of course, the beef rib. Bring those tomorrow too. Oh yeah, that is fantastic right there. Would you say some of this beef rib just to taste it? Look at that smoke ring right there. Now that's a smoke ring. That's nice.